Former Mayor of Ironton, Rich Blankenship, who's the Assistant Director at Ohio Jobs and Family Services, is involved in one of the biggest scandals you ever hear about. He's involved in a case of federal kidnapping. A judge and CPS file a false complaint through court, and the father from Kentucky asked the Assistant Director to change what they know is false information. Watch this.
Of course, so you guys can't say something that's not true.
Jenica, the supervisor, spoke with you yesterday, and she told you where we're at on this case, correct?
Here,
Is
here's the
that
paper.
correct? No, I asked you a
But
question.
well, answer my
I'm
question. Can you correct the record?
asking you a
Well, can
question,
you
Joe.
correct this record, though?
Joe, what'd I tell you? Jenica met with you yesterday.
No, she didn't correct it. She said Dave would answer
I
it.
didn't say that. Let's not talk, let's not go into everything. Told you where we
Why
are in the
not?
case. That's where we need to go from. Now, if you want anything like that, it has to go through court, okay?
So Dave and nobody here wants to correct the record.
I'm not going to answer that question.
See though how it says.
I'm not going to look at
But
that.
see how it says.
Joe, I'm not looking at that.
Okay.
We told you yesterday what was going to happen, or not what was going to happen, but what was,
Oh, I mean,
what's in the process here, okay?
yeah.
That's why we gotta do it.
Okay. But I just wondered, so nobody's going to correct the record.
Well, I'm not
So
gonna
it
answer
says
that
Eva has
question.
custody. Should I go?
For your record, I'm not gonna answer
Okay.
that question.
So Eva's got custody, like it says right here.
Like I said, I'm not gonna answer your question,
Okay.
okay? So contact your lawyer and do what you need to do,
Pat.
Joe. That's
But
your
explain
right.
what that means at
That's
first
your
line.
right, Joe.
Having
I'm not gonna
custody
get
and
into that.
control.
I'm not getting into that.
I'm just wondering, Rich, but I mean, you're the only one that was decent
Well,
down
I'm
here.
trying to talk to you, Joe.
But I am too.
Let me tell you something.
The kids in foster care because of that line.
Child Protective Services policy is to accurately report information and also to update their records. You have an assistant director who refuses to change false information on a complaint that he knows is false that stated the child lived in Ohio with the mother when the child has only lived in Kentucky. You have a CPS worker in Dave Carey who files a false complaint against a parent in Ohio who has no custody. And a judge appointed by Governor Mike DeWine named Judge Patricia Sanders submits this false evidence through court when she knows it's 100% false. Judge Patricia Sanders then takes over for retiring Judge David Payne and is replaced by Sauter County Judge Alan Lemons, who does not dismiss the case after CPS worker Dave Carey admits to perjury and admits to lying several times to obtain custody of the child from Kentucky who's never lived in Ohio. CPS Supervisor Tenica Ferguson drops a bombshell in a recorded phone conversation with the father and states the prosecutor's office put the false language on the complaint that is responsible for federal kidnapping under the guidelines. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine is the executive in charge. It's his agency, Ohio Jobs and Services, CPS, who's responsible for federal kidnapping a 5-month-old baby from Kentucky who's never lived in the state of Ohio by either parent.